नंद लाला राधे गोविंद गोपाला
भजो राधे गोविंद गोपाला भजो राधे गोविंद नंदलाला
भजो राधे गोविंद नंदलाला भजो राधे गोविंद नंदलाला
कृष्ण राधे राधे
राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे राधे
राधे श्याम 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 राधे राधे
राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे राधे
राधे श्याम 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 राधे राधे
राधे श्याम श्याम राधे राधे
राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे राधे
राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे राधे
राधे श्याम श्याम राधे राधे
राधे श्याम राधे राधे
राधे श्याम श्याम राधे राधे
राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। As I mentioned earlier, tonight being the concluding night, we shall see the concluding statements that the Divine Lord made to the world. In Uttarakand of the Ramcharitmanas, we are told that Prabhu Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan has now returned from Lanka. Bhavishan has been enthroned and the world is at Anandam. Ayodhya is now a place of bliss and prosperity and joy and serenity. Bharat, Ram, Lakshman and Shatrughan now reside in the palace of Raja Dashrath, and there is rejoicing throughout the world. On such an occasion, on one morning we are told, the Lord decides to address the people of the world. एक बार रघुनाथ बुलाया, गुरु द्विज परवासी सब आया।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
बैठे सदसी अनुज मुनि सजन,
श्री राम जय जय राम।
बोले वचन भक्त भय वंदन,
श्री राम जय जय राम।
सुनहु सकल पुर जन मम वाणी, कहूँ न कछु ममता पुरहानी।
श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम।
नहीं नीति नहीं कछु प्रभुताई,
श्री राम जय जय राम।
सुनहु करहु जो तुम ही सुहाई। श्री राम
जय राम।
बोलो
श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम।
एक बार श्री रघुनाथ जी के बुलाए हुए गुरु वशिष्ठ जी, ब्राह्मण और अन्य सब नगरवासी आइए। One day the Lord called upon his guru Vashishta ji and all the learned Brahmins and invited all of the people of the village of the citizenship to come to gather together. जब सभा में सब भाई मुनि तथा अन्य सज्जन यथा योग बैठ गए, everyone came and gathered together and seated themselves comfortably. तब भक्तों के भय को मिटाने वाले श्री राम जी ने कहा, and that Lord who is the remover of all fears from humanity, who takes away all of the fear and distress and stress from our lives, he began to address them. हे समस्त नगरवासियों, मेरे बात सुनो. O people of my realm, listen to my words. यहां मैं हृदय में कुछ ममता लाकर नहीं कहता, न तो मैं अनीति की बात कहता हूं और न इसमें कुछ प्रभुता ही है. इसीलिए मेरे बात सुने और वही करो जो आपको प्रिय लगे. He says today, says, give me your ears, give me your attention. What I'm about to say to you is not due to any sentimental attachment at heart or emotional expression. He says, I'm not doing this also because of my needy, because of my status as regent. And I'm not trying to exercise my authority over you. Now listen to these words. He is Pare se Pare Paramatma. He's in the role of a king. He's also a father. He's also, he's a husband. He's a son. And he's addressing the people of the world and saying, I'm not doing this speaking to you because out of some emotional status. I'm not speaking to you because I'm the status of king. He says, and if I say anything improper, then listen to me and act as may seem fit to you. I will say, but you will still have to use your own reasoning to determine what you must do and what you should not do. श्री राम बोलो.
श्री राम
राम।
श्री राम।
पर्वत जी बोले, सोई सेवक प्रियतम मम सोई, मम अनुशासन मानव जोई।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
जो अनित्य कछु भाषो भाई,
श्री राम जय जय राम।
जो अनित्य कछु भाषो भाई,
श्री राम जय जय राम।
तौ मुनि बरजु भय विसराई।
श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम।
प्रभु राम जी कहते हैं, जो मेरा अनुशासन आज्ञा मानो वही मेरा सेवक और वही प्रियतम है। He says that person is considered my devotee, my most loving devotee, and most beloved by me, who does my bidding. Those who follow the laws of dharma are very closely related to me. And he goes on to say, हे भाई, ओ माय ब्रदर्स, यदि मैं कुछ अनीति की बात कहूं तो निर्भय होकर मुझे रोक देना। He says, I'm going to speak to you because I feel it's my duty, but if I should say anything improper, do not be afraid to question me. He said, do not be afraid to question me or to query about why I'm saying this. It is a tradition when there is this katha that there is a time for prashan where the devotees can ask the Vyas questions. Similarly, Bhagavan Ram is saying that no one must be unquestionable. Whatever we say, we must be able to justify what we say. And if you feel that I've said something that you do not agree with, then please put your hands up and let's talk about it. Prem Sudhidavadi Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. I'd like you all to help me for the next half an hour to make sure that we have the least movement or any kind of movement of any activity. Grown-ups and children all to be seated permanently. The Lord now speaks, and these are His words to the world. बरे भाग्य मनुष्य तन पावा, बरे भाग्य मनुष्य तन पावा। सुर दुर्लभ सब संतन गावा।
श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम।
साधन धाम मुक्त करवारा, साधन धाम मुक्त करवारा। पाइन जे परलोक सवारा। श्री राम
जय राम। श्री राम जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय रामा। बड़े भाग्य से ही यह मनुष्य तन मिला। प्रभु श्री राम जब भगवान कहते हैं बड़ी भाग्य, इट्स टू ट्रेमेंडस एफर्ट ऑफ द सोल आफ्टर गोइंग थ्रू फ्रॉम वन बर्थ टू वन बर्थ, इट इज देन ग्रांटेड दिस मनुष्य तन, दिस ह्यूमन फॉर्म। स्वभाव और गुण से, माफ कीजिए, सभी ग्रंथों ने यही कहा है कि यह शरीर मनुष्य का तो क्या, देवताओं को भी दुर्लभ है। This human form, this human body is given and is declared by the scriptures, but all the Vedas, as the most difficult status to acquire. Even those in the heavenly abode would crave this human form. Why? Because in this human form, we get to serve the Lord. He takes form to protect us. He comes to protect humanity from time to time as avatar. प्रेम सुसीतावरी रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। यह साधन का धाम और मोक्ष परगति का दरवाजा है। He says, this human form, when we have this human form, we are delivered at the gate, the doorway towards moksha. इस पाकर भी जिसने परलोक ने सांभाल लिया, and who receives it still has the opportunity to win a spot in the ultimate place we call Nirvana or heaven. Now, when he says that this human body brings us to the gateway to moksha, we must understand first what is moksha. We are prone to hear that we go to a place when someone has passed away and someone will say, well, he will now gain moksha. Let us all understand clearly. When we come into the world, we receive moksha. When we arrive in the world, we receive moksha. भागवत पुराण कहते हैं भगवान चारों फल दे दे। God gives us 4 fruits: धर्म, अर्थ, काम और मोक्ष। ये चारों फल, we get all 4 when we arrive. So it's not upon departure that we will get it. We get it when we arrive. So if we have the phal of moksha when we arrive, then what is the problem? You see, if you envision in the morning time in this country, a mother gets up in the morning before she goes to work and she has 3 children. And she said, children, I'm going to prepare the best breakfast for you and you make sure you eat it all and then go to school. Yes, ma. Mommy puts doodh, some nice fruits, leftover Kentucky KFC, and some leftover pizza on the table. And she goes, which one do you think they will eat? Doodh is left and fruits are left. The leftover pizza is eaten and they've gone to school. But the mothers prepared 4 things that, the 2 that is best for them they did not take. When we come into this world, Bhagavan has given us 4 fruits. Arth and Kam, everybody takes. We want to enjoy the pleasure of the senses and we want to acquire materialistic wealth. Everybody is about that. But Dharma and Moksha, they leave that on the table. And the mother has to remind them every day, no, you must eat, drink your milk and you must eat your fruits. Every day. They go to the doctor, says, drink milk and eat fruits. Every day we're told, but still when they come meal time, we only eat what is not the best. Similarly, as human beings, we all are aware that we have this moksha, but we don't apply ourselves so that we can enjoy this fruit of moksha. Say, Bhagavan, Ram is telling the world that when you have this human form, then you have the opportunity for moksha. Now he goes on to say that if I have given you this human form with all of its faculties, and you have the opportunity for moksha, and you do not use it, so paratra dukha pavahi siri duni duni pachtai. O Rama, siri duni duni pachtai. काल ही कर्म ही ईश्वरी मिथ्या दोष लगाए. ओ रामा, मिथ्या दोष लगाए. सो परत्र दुख पावही सिरि धुनि धुनि पछताए. काल ही कर्म ही ईश्वरी मिथ्या दोष लगाए. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. शरणम. वह परलोक में दुख भोगता है. When we have this human body and all the faculties that comes with it, but we do not apply the faculties in such a way that we enjoy that relationship with God while we live, which is called moksha. That relationship with God while we live is called moksha. If we do not apply ourselves to enjoy that, then वहाँ परलोक में दुख भोगता है. When we are pushed and challenged by the results of our not having a relationship with God, siri dhuni dhuni pachitaye. We beat our heads and we cry, हे तथा काल, कर्म और ईश्वर. We blame time, we blame our luck, we blame God, but never do we blame ourselves. We had all that is necessary to build that relationship: human body, intellect, the ability for discrimination, the scriptures, those to teach us, the pathway, the world, everything. But yet, if we have failed to do that, then that is why we have this thing called reincarnation. Bhagavan Vishnu is the most compassionate, sustaining being there is. He says, if you tried this time and you didn't make it, go try again. But you must try janam janam, from birth to birth, until ultimately, when you come into this world, you will enjoy moksha. As such, when you enjoy moksha in this world, there is no need to come again to this world. But if you live in this world and you have not enjoyed moksha, then you must come again. And you will go to janam maran, the birth and death, until you've learned that there is a better way. Now someone says, Panditji, is it not good to come back to this world? It's a very good question. Is it or is it not? We always say when someone has passed away, well, they're in a better place. Now they're peace and tranquility. They don't have to pay any mortgage. They don't have to pay any bills anymore. They don't have to worry about their children, their spouse, or anybody. All of those problems are gone. And you know what's interesting? They've left those problems for you and I who are left behind. Because the mortgage still has to be paid. And there's still some children who are not well behaved. And there's still some job that's not perfect. But yehi maya. Bhagwan ke sansar jal mein, this maya, this world is his net, and he says, you're in it. Do you want to stay from janam janam, or you want to take a trip and don't come back? So Bhagwan Ram is telling the world that this world I've given you with the opportunity that you can build a relationship with me through dharma, through good qualities. And he will go on to explain to us. He will tell us what is it that we must not do, and then he will make a declaration of how simple it is to do what must be done.
सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
एहि तन कर बल विषय न भाई स्वर्गो स्वल्प अंत दुखदाई।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
नरतनु पाई विषय मनु देहि पलति सुधा ते सत विष लेहि।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
ताई कबहु बल कर न कोई गूंज ग्रहे परसमनि कोई।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
विरत सदा माया कर प्रेरा काल कर्म स्वभाव गुण घेरा।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
कबहु करई करुणा नर देई देतई सबिनु है तू सनेही।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
प्रभु जी ने कहा, हे भाई, द लॉर्ड इज कॉलिंग यू एंड आई ब्रदर्स, एंड हे भाई, इस तन का फल विषय भोग नहीं है। He says this human body is not only to enjoy the senses and sensuality. That is not its main objective. He says those who have received this human form, that Atma that has received this human form, and only engage in arth and kam, is like someone who has chosen poison in exchange for honey. You know, it says that good qualities, to develop them, taste like poison at first, but becomes honey later. And bad qualities taste like honey at first and then becomes poison later. Good qualities, to derive them and to practice them, it tastes like poison at first, but then it becomes honey afterwards. And bad qualities, when we try to develop them, it's sweet and tastes like honey, but ultimately it's poison to our lives. He says that we must be conscious of this fact, that whatever we do must be the honey that will last. It starts out as honey and be honey all the way through. And good karma is that. Although it may taste like poison. You know, when you tell someone to make a sacrifice, to do some vrat, to do some austerity, to wake in the morning, to pray to God, to meditate, to contemplate, oh my Pandit ji, that is so difficult to do. Ye poison hai. But if you tell them, let's go party tonight, party tomorrow night, go to movie, watch this, do this, ye honey hai, ye madhu hai. And then afterwards, the result is, they discover there's some poison there somewhere. Prem so Sitapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. He goes on to say, this, when we live in this world and we have not accepted the dharma and the moksha as the gift that God has granted unto us, माया के प्रेरित होकर काल, कर्म, स्वभाव और गुण से धीरक हुआ. It says, we become a victim of this world. We are driven by, I want this, I gotta have that, we gotta have this, we gotta go there, we are driven by our wants and dislikes and likes, our desire. We are not driven by our spiritual depth. There is a spiritual drive that says, I want to be close to God. And someone will ask me, Panditji, what do you mean I want to be close to God? I have to work tomorrow morning, I have bills to pay. I have a family to mind, I have a mortgage to pay, I have to pay for car insurance, and you're telling me that I mustn't worry about these things? I must just think about how I can build a relationship to God? Yes. I'm telling you, while you're working, build a relationship to God. While you're making money, build a relationship to God. While you're feeding your children, build a relationship to God. Because remember, without God, you cannot do none of the above. And if you don't realize that, then you are the fool who is living in the world and thinking, whoa, I'm working hard, I'm doing everything. Now that is what is called the most dark state of human existence. Prem Sitapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. He says this human body is like a boat. And I made this analogy the other night. नरतनु भवदरिधि कहु बेरो सनमुकुमरुत अनुग्रह मेरो.
राम सिया राम जय जय राम. राम सिया राम जय जय राम.
करण दार सदगुरु दृढ़ नावा. दुर्लभ साध सुलभ करी पावा.
राम सिया राम जय जय राम. राम सिया राम जय जय राम. राम सिया राम जय जय राम.
भवसागर से पार उतारने के लिए यहाँ मानव शरीर मेरा, मानव शरीर मेरा अनुग्रह, ये अनुकूल पवन है. He says, this body is like a boat, like a raft. The world is like an ocean, and we are all floating in this ocean. And when you have a raft and you are sitting on it and you're floating, you got to have a little paddle so you can pull in the direction you want to go, because there are tides that be pulling against you. You want to go this way and the water is pulling that way. But you know this is the way to go. The water is pulling the other direction of the world. Everything in Maya is pulling against you, heading to God. But you got to paddle strong. But in order to paddle, you may say, paddle alone, your strength is not enough. You put a sail on this raft. But if you put a sail, you need breeze to blow it. Bhagwan is the fair wind that blows the raft with you working very hard and says, I'm helping you to come to me. We must remember, without his fair wind, we cannot go in that direction. Without his fair wind, we are pulled in the other direction by the drift of the current, the undercurrent of the world. The world that is everything that only attracts us. Everything in the commercial world is meant to get our attention. Do you know what is the biggest cost in putting a product on a shelf? Marketing, packaging, how it looks, not what it is. The product in box might cost 10 cents, the box will cost 25 cents. And then after the commercial and whatnot, the box and the commercial cost $2 and the product still cost 10 cents. You're getting 10 cents worth of product and you're paying $2.50. The $2.30 was all in the marketing. And the marketing is good because guess what? We all buy it. And you know what's very interesting about marketing? A company says, this is my best product. And next week a company says, this is my better product than my best product. And the same company comes back and tell you, this is my best product and my 2 better products. The same company is telling you, what they made isn't good, this one is better, this one is better. And you know what is better yet? Is when they tell you all the side effects of the products that they sell you. Have you ever seen that? If you're using this product, be aware you'll get this. When I list of all the side effects, I'm saying, why would I want to use this product? But they still are marketing it. Prem so Sitapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. But the world is not only in that marketing. You and I are victims of what we see, what we smell, what we hear, what we taste, and what we touch. We are victims because we respond, and in our response, we are responding emotionally and sensually, not academically or intellectually or spiritually. A child sees a toy, mommy, I want it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. The child doesn't see the dollar figure there. The mother's thinking, oh my God, $100 for this game. Child, I can buy 2 weeks' food with this. Mommy, I want it. Everybody has one. My friend has one. I gotta have it. The mother is being nice. Oh, okay, I will get one. Then the mother goes to the father, I need $100 to buy that. What? He doesn't have clothes to wear and you telling me you want to spend $100 to buy a toy? But he's a nice child. Let's buy it for him. So today we don't buy the toy because we want to make the child, give the child something, because we feel it's a nice thing to do, regardless of what it costs. And then at the end of the month, the mother buys it anyway without telling the father. And next month, the father gets the charge card bill and says, Kya? Who's going to pay for this? And by that time, the child has broken the toy already. And he's saying, this wasn't good anyway. I'm waiting for the newest version to come out. Prem so Sitapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. So Sant Goswami Tulsidas, you know, it's amazing how this katha was written thousands of years ago and is still relevant today. The Divine Lord says, He makes a statement. He says, I've explained to you that what you must not do. Now He's about to tell us what we must do. Kahu bhakti pata kavana prayasa jogana makka japa tap upvasa. Sri Ram Jai